think we're live now. What's up, guys? This is T-Bone here, and we are live here talking about the game Legendary Game of Heroes. It is preview day, so we're going to be taking a look at the cards, and we're also going to be talking about the event itself. So we will take a look at the newsfeed, and we will check out and see what this new skill is all about, because they mentioned that there's going to be a new skill set. And so we'll take a look at the cards, and then we will see, I'll give my thoughts, and we'll see what happens. Hope everybody had a good event last event. To be honest, I didn't actually play very much at all, so it was just okay for me. But I do get excited about the Tuesday decks. Always curious what it is going to be like to take a look at the cards and see what they come up with and give my thoughts on it. Okay, so here's the refresh skill. So we've had refresh skills in the past, but this one's going to be a little bit different. So it says here, as you battle alongside the Cosmic Cooperative, take advantage of their new refresh skills. What they do is they allow you to use your battle skill in consecutive turns. So the way that they're doing a refresh is a little bit different. And so you basically effectively have a one-turn cooldown deck. It's really what happens here. So it's not really anything too different, and it makes me kind of wonder how this is going to be useful in the event itself. So we'll take a look. And we got some more people here saying hi in the chat here, so just want to say hello. We got, let's see, we got Nuno from Portugal. Thank you for joining me over here. So my volume, is it a little bit better now? I brought my mic a little bit closer to me, so hopefully that's going to be a little better. I might have also... okay, I think I know what I did. I also lowered the volume on my mic a little bit. So this should be a little bit better now. I can see that my volume has gone up for my mic. So let me know if it's still a little bit too low. And we've also got Florida and Germany. Again, Texas. Thanks for everybody for joining me from all over the place. All right, so let's go ahead and do what we normally do. And we will open up the chest. We'll take a look at the cards. And we will see where we go from there. So we'll do our normal thing, 4,900 gems to go to tier 4, and we'll see where we get. And I mentioned this a while ago, but, not really going to be too bothered if I don't get it. This is just kind of the reality of it. I got really lucky last event, although I did not manage to get the ultimate form. I got the ultra rare card, but I didn't have enough coins to craft, and I did not pull anything from the side pack, and so I just kind of left it as is. I didn't actually spend any more gems on it afterwards. And so we'll see if anything changes this time. And we got Michelle from Austin, Texas. All right. I think I also saw some people from Georgia there and other areas. Yeah, so it was the mic. I had this over here. I have a way to adjust the volume up and down. And I forgot that I had adjusted a bit lower for something else I was doing. So thanks for letting me know. Okay, so we'll go to tier 2. Tier 1 wasn't anything spectacular, and so we'll take a look in our second tier and see what happens here. So we get some evolution coins. We got the Overdrive Bolava. That was the ultra rare card way back in the day, and here we have the support hero in Dr. Owen. And we probably won't get anything else. I don't see any relics or anything like that. So far, 2 tiers haven't yielded anything. We've got two of the evolution coins there. So that's not a great. That's always a sad thing to see. Like, we've been talking about this for a long time now. They should not be part of the vault, but it is what it is. And we got Jericho from the Philippines. Welcome. Okay, so we got Night Saber, and here is a relic, and this is going to be the main event relic. So this is a guaranteed relic on tier 3. So let's keep going and see what we get. So that's the Soul of the Almanac of Destiny. We got Claire Garen, and we get another gold card, and this time it's another relic. So we got 2 relics for me for this time, and that's going to be the Arcane. This is an Arcane Killer bonus, so we're going to be able to destroy the Arcane Shields. Now, this is also a refresh of the New Dawn era, so none of I don't have very good Dark Arcane Killer cards either. So I'm really hoping if I get one, then I could, that'll be good, but not going to be too bothered about that if I don't. So we'll go to tier 4. So far, we got 1 extra gold card. So I guess that is better than just having the guaranteed. I know a lot of people, they get just nothing but the guaranteed, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. And so let's see, we got Valhalla's Maiden. That was a that was also an ultra rare card. Hey, we got Sheila, so that's the Master Collection card, so that's good. Always good to see a gold card that is not a relic, to be honest. All right, and I think I have enough coins actually to craft, and so we can probably go ahead and craft the ultimate form so that I could show you. Like, that's really all I want, is to be able to showcase the deck. And we got Ferris from Malaysia and Glasgow. Nice. We really have just people from all over the place. That's really amazing to see. And here is the third relic. I believe this is also the guarantee relic. So at least we have 3 relics for this event here. And we'll take a look at my coin count, because like I said, I think I have enough to craft, hopefully. If I do, then I'll go ahead and get it. So let's take a look. So it's 4 tiers, and we are 1 coin away from crafting, which I'll be able to get from collecting my from here. So that's good. And I actually did get 2 of the collection heroes, although I don't have my 3rd one, so I can't get the shiny. I will not be able to get it because I don't have Jean Voodoo Queen, which is another ultra rare card. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft. So we'll go ahead and craft the ultra rare card, and that is going to be the Temporal Judicator. We'll go ahead and craft it. Whether it's good or not, I don't actually know, but whenever I have an opportunity, I will go ahead and craft it so that we can see what it's all about. So let's go ahead and get it. So this will be the first Dark Arcane Slayer killer bonus I will have ever. Like, I've never had a Dark Slayer Arcane Killer bonus, so that at least that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look, and we will go ahead and fill out a team right now. So let's go ahead and do that so that we can talk about the team. All right, so let's go ahead and fill out the deck here, and then we will take a look, and then we can also, you know, give it a try, so we can see what it's like. At least so we can understand the refresh mechanic that it's talking about. And what I'll do is, yeah, you can see here, like, these are the other cards. These are the other Dark Arcane cards that I have. So it's kind of sad. So we'll put in 1 card of each, right? We'll put the Ultimate Form, Ultra Rare, Master Collection card, Event card, and the Support card. And we are going to bring in our Arcane Relics. So you can see here, oh, actually, that's not it. But I think what I meant to do was Dark Slayer for the relic, not Dark Arcane Killer. I need Dark Slayer because they've changed that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I think it's this one. I also have to kind of remember what relics look like too in order to fill it up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put them in, and then for the last one, I'll just throw a random relic on there just to fill it out. Okay, so let's now take a look at the cards, and then we will try it out in action also. So Custodians of Fate. This is the ultimate form. It's going to create 6 dark gems, 6s, and they use the word massively. So when they used to use these words massively, moderately, greatly. I think that is something around 60% when they say massively, because I think it was like moderately was around like 25%, and then it's 25, and then it's like 40 to 50, and then maybe like 60 to 65, or maybe even 70%, something like that. So it's better, in my opinion, if they simply used numbers instead of these words are very subjective to what it means. But what it does is it increases the drop rate of your dark gems, and then it increases the Dark Slayer attack by 40% for 1 turn. This feels like a typo to me, because a Slayer attack of 40% really isn't as much as what we've seen. Okay, like we've seen damage boost of 100% or 50%, and we've seen attack boost of thousands of percent. So 40% attack boost, I'm not sure really how much that is going to translate to in comparison to the others we've seen, but it feels low, right? So that's not much of a boost, but what it does is it will dispel 1 buff and cleanses 2 debuffs. And so what that does is it will, it acts as a cleanse card. And if that acts first, then you don't have to worry about then you don't have to worry about any silence. But the thing is, it's also unstoppable anyway. So it's an unstoppable deck. So you're not worried about gem silence or power gem silence or anything like that. So you can always activate your cards. So you can always get your power gems. And so the fact that you can always activate and you can reset your skills make this a candidate for a pretty good guild versus guild deck against light cards, I think. But we'll have to test it out. Now here's the passive ability for refresh. So if you start your turn with 5 or more Dark Power Gem 4s or better, then refresh the hero. And what that does is like if you use your battle skill the turn before, it resets it. So it resets it, and so that you will be able to use it right away. And if it's depleted or if it's not full, it fills out the battle skill. So given that it has a 3-turn cooldown, it means you'll always be able to use it. And so, like I said, it makes it so it's basically a 1-turn cooldown, and because it creates passively 4 Power Gem 4s at the end of every turn, as long as you have this card and another card from this deck, you'll always be able to activate that passive ability. That's basically what it means. So every single turn, as long as you have passive Dark Power Gem spawners, you will always be able to activate all of the skills for at least this card. I think it refreshes this card as opposed to... Right, it refreshes this card. It doesn't refresh the whole team. And then we have the ultra rare card Temporal Judicator. And this card does the following. It will create 6 Power Gem 6s, and it also dispels and cleanses. So keep in mind that against some of the bosses, you can have multiple buff for the boss. And so cleansing one, removing one buff may not remove the other one. And so having 2 will make sure that you can dispel all of the buffs there. So like, might and armor or dodge and armor or something like that, you can dispel both of them. Okay. And so passive ability, it will refresh the hero for that particular hero if you have 5 or more. So at least the ultra rare card and the ultimate form will be refreshable. Let's see if the Master Collection card Sheila is refreshable. It is not, okay? And so what this does is it will increase the drop rate of Dark Gems and increases the Slayer attack by 40%. Battle skill doesn't do anything. It will but what it does is it creates 4 Power Gems at the end of each turn, but it doesn't refresh. So you can't refresh this skill. So you can't actually refresh the Master Collection card, which to me just kind of feels kind of weird. I would have expected at least a Master Collection card to have the refresh also, but it doesn't look like that is the case. Honestly, just looking at the cards and just looking at the skills right now, it's not like I don't know. I'm not feeling it really. Okay. And anyway, so this is Qualana. This is the event card, and it will increase Dark Slayer attack by 30%. And the passive ability will create 3 Dark Power Gems at the end of every turn. But this card does not have the Unstoppable. So it is possible to be silenced. This one will dispel Dodge. So we know that Dodge is one of the one of the buffs to the hero. And here it is. There's the Power Gem Silence. I was waiting to see something like that. So we have the Power Gem Silence as one of the debuffs. And the other one is going to be Slumber. Oh my goodness. So basically the event card that we just took a look at here, we will not be able to create anything, right? Like the passive ability will not spawn if it gets hit by either the Power Gem Silence or by Slumber. And so this is just one of those things where if you don't have the full deck, if you don't have the deck, it's going to be a big pain. For sure. And Darkside Jailers is, if you do have Jailers cards, you could potentially use that to your advantage also. And Inductor Owen is the support card, and it creates 10 gems, and it heals at the beginning of every turn. Also not refreshable, and also does not have the passive ability. So what they've done is they've basically they gave us this new skill, and they only put it on the ultra rare card and for the ultimate form. To me, it's kind of those are the kind of things that make me not very excited about the deck itself, because like who can just, if you don't have the deck, who can use it, right? So like it's not really it's just not fun to look at it and to say, well, you can't really do anything about that. All right, so let's go ahead and try this. Suppose what we can do is, I have a lot of keys here, so I'll go ahead and summon this one. Right, like I've always said this, right? When I look at a battle skill, when I look at the deck, I look at like, you know, how easy it is for other people to be able to use it. And honestly, like they've made this such an elite deck that if you don't have the ultimate form, then, you know, don't bother. It's kind of like they introduced this new skill, but it's only usable if you actually get the full deck. And if you don't, then you don't even get a chance to check it out, right? Like what's the harm in putting it on the event card? What's the harm in making it, you know, available on the Master Collection card? Like, what if somebody gets lucky and pulls the Master Collection card? They get none of the benefits, right? So to me, that's just something that really, it doesn't feel good to see that. So honestly, not excited about the deck, not excited about the way that they've chosen to introduce this new skill. So I feel like that is just a miss on their part. All right, let's go ahead and try it out. I think it was slot 3. Was it not slot 3? Gosh, I can't even remember why I put it in. Sorry, guys. I spent all that time building the deck, and it's not here. Have you noticed this? I've actually seen this sometimes where after building a deck, like it doesn't actually, it doesn't get saved. Oh my gosh, did it not get saved? Sorry. Don't mean to be spending a lot of time here looking at nothing. But yeah, it looks like it didn't save it. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this one more time. Okay, so let's just do this quickly. And because I remember I put in slot 3 and I remember I saved it and it just disappeared. So Jericho, it felt like the last event too, just the MC wasn't enough. I'll tell you this, I had the ultra rare card, which is a lot better than the Master Collection card, and with everything that I was able to throw at the boss, I did manage to do enough damage to the diamond boss, but I couldn't even touch the I couldn't even touch the Corellium ones, like not that I expected I could, but honestly, like I felt that having the ultra rare card in there and all the ultimate forms I had should have been enough, but it just wasn't quite it just didn't quite have that oomph to it. And so I just ended up tagging a lot. I managed to stay barely alive though, so that was good. Jason Fox, welcome to the stream and thanks for joining us here from New Zealand. All right, so let's go ahead and use this. All right, so the goal here is to test out the reset feature, but like I said, it's a very, very basic concept. As long as you have 5 or more Power Gem 4s on the board, you will be able to use your battle skill. So the idea is you want to use up your battle skill every single turn for your ultra rare card and your ultimate form, right? So you want to go ahead and do something like this. So like you want to activate this, you want to use everything up. And let's see, so it looked like it had a pretty good amount of power gems. And here, so we will create power gems at the end, and then it refreshes. So you can see here, right? I can basically activate this every single turn. And again, this will create 6 power gem 6s. And so this is basically, you can basically create 12 power gems when you use the 2. And then you can choose when to use your Master Collection card. But you can see like your ultra rare card and your ultimate form will always be, you can always activate it. Okay, and so the ideal deck here is going to be something like, the ideal deck is going to be 4 ultra rare cards, or maybe 3. I would say 4 in the ultimate form, right? The more ultra rare cards, the better, because you can reset, and because you will passively create power gems every single turn. And like it's not like this is refreshable. Like this one only creates. Oh, I guess this is the one that passively creates, right? I don't remember what this one, whether that one will, but you can always activate this. Okay, and so probably you might need one more. Let me think. You might need one more Master Collection card in the deck so that you can guarantee to reset your cards. So I guess 3 ultra rare cards and a single ultimate form is going to be the biggest. Okay, and so that is going to be, in my opinion, sort of like the best team makeup. But we know that's really, you know, that's not easy to get. right? At least if it's a Master Collection card as the option, you can get the shiny for it, but this is ultra rare cards we're talking about. All right, so now let's go ahead and activate everything. Hopefully I'll have enough time to also to use the skills. So I want to see how much damage I can deal potentially, and I actually do have the killer bonus against this one, which is kind of funny. All right, so let's see. So this is 1 key against the silver boss, and so that's decent, right? 365 or so. Like I said, the attack boost is very minimal, so it's not like it's not that big of a attack boost. But what's really nice is you can activate those 2 cards every single turn. So every single turn you're guaranteed to activate it. And honestly, with the way, like, the number of power gems that we get already, it's going to be hard to not get that anyway. Okay, so like if you were to, the only thing that differentiates here, actually, let me rephrase that. The only thing I can't actually think of any reason why this is better than simply changing into a 1-turn deck. Okay. If you think about it, if you changed the cooldown to 1 turn, there is actually no difference. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Arcero. If you take a look at so like here's where I want to objectively, evaluate this deck. If you take away the 3 turns and turn it into a 1-turn deck, then this passive ability doesn't actually make much sense, because you don't get anything different, right? So this one requires you to have 5 or more Dark Power Gem 4s or higher at the beginning of the turn. Or yeah, if you start with that, then it will refresh it. So that basically means, like, if you are unlucky that you weren't able to match enough gems in the beginning, then you will still be able to activate. So like if you have the passive ability that spawns power gems, then this is where you can benefit. So that's the slight difference, right? One turn cooldown. If you don't manage to match 9 gems, then you can't activate it. But it's really simple to match 9 gems every single turn, right? And so I would actually think that, this passive ability isn't that, it isn't that exciting, right? It simply turned a 3-turn cooldown deck into a 1-turn cooldown, and that's about it, okay? So JZ Winch, yes, if you do have the Thundering Behemoths from the previous Dark event, I would say that is going to be good, because it also upgrades 7 power gems, and with a 1-turn cooldown, I think that's going to be really good. Am I getting that mixed up? I think the Thundering Behemoths 1-turn cooldown. Oh no, it is the Thundering Behemoths, because they will give you it's a 1-turn cooldown and it upgrades, right? Let's take a look. I don't have that deck, so I can't quite remember. I don't have that deck, so I don't know. If that's true, because that's from the commander deck, right? That's the commander deck. But in any case, 1-turn cooldown will work with it. The Dark Commander that upgrades will work with it also. So that's that one. I feel like they might be 2 different decks, or are they the same deck? I can't quite remember. But in any case, if you have dark cards, that, like, the upgrade is going to definitely be useful. Because you get you get an upgrade, and that is where the power is going to come from. Having just checked this deck out right now and looking at the skills here, so with the ultimate form in place, it gives you 6 power gem 4s, and with the ultra rare card in place, that's 12 power gem 6s, and the event card gives you 3 at the end of the turn. Ultra rare card gives you, and also the ultimate form gives you 4 at the end of the turn, I think. 4 and 4. The Master Collection card gives you 4 at the end of the turn. And so you do have, like, power gems at the end of the turn, and then you can activate it at the beginning of the turn, so that you could build up a nice set of power gems. But the attack boost isn't great. So this is where I would say definitely there's no turn delay, right? So if you want to use jailers with this, you actually will need to activate jailers, right? If you wanted to use jailers in this deck, because none of them do a turn delay, you actually have to activate it. So you're gonna have to somehow get enough dark gems in there in order to benefit from it. I'm not sure how easy that's going to work out because it's a Slayer event after all. And so the time it's going to take for you to activate jailers, it might end up being an issue. So you might want to consider putting in a card in here. You might want a card here that is going to be a turn delay card for Dark. Okay. So Thundering is not the one that upgrades power gems. Okay, so thanks. I like I said, I couldn't quite remember just because I have not used either of those decks, and so I couldn't quite remember. But there's one that upgrades and then one that's a one turn cooldown, and so it could be useful because you could use them together. But if you wanted to use jailers, like I mentioned, you'll want to have a dark card that can have a turn delay, and there's not that many dark cards that do turn delay, except for the one card Stark Caller Commando, not everybody has because it's not available to be farmed. And so let's see, like this is a card way down. So this is the card that has a turn delay. So like if I had this, I could actually use this together, and then I can at least benefit from the 2500. Is it 2500 or 1200? 1200% attack boost. Like 1200 attack boost, 1200% compared to 40 from the ultimate form. I don't really know. I don't really know what the 40% is for. Like, it's sort of back to the old days of the attack boost. So it's really not that great. Okay. My opinion right now, this deck feels more gimmicky than just a really actually fun deck to use. I think that the previous water deck felt like it was a little bit better in terms of like, something that you would enjoy using. So if I were to go back and take a look, oh, there is also Lady Agista. That's right. Totally forgot it. Lady Agista is a card that is very common, so a lot of people can't get it. That gives you a 2-turn delay, although it has a 7-turn cooldown, so it's quite long. So let's see, right? So the previous water event to me, I felt was probably something that would be a little bit better because it's one of those decks that over time you'll always be able to benefit from it. This one, yes, you get the benefit, but only for the ultra rare card and only for the ultimate form. The rest of the deck, like, there is no benefit. Like, this new feature, this new battle skill does nothing for the other 3 cards. So it's really not, in my opinion, one that would benefit, that really is something worth chasing after. And so Matthew, correct. I would say that if you have 3 ultra rare cards, 1 Master Collection card, and ultimate, you might as well use that without using jailers, just because the time it's going to take for you to try and activate jailers is going to, you're probably going to end up losing the boss because it is jailers. Although if there is, I'm not sure if there's ultimate bosses for Slayer events, but if there is, then you can at least take advantage of that. So Dave, the earlier stream time is better. Yeah, I think that's why I wanted to time it a little bit better earlier so that it's easier for most people on the East Coast. Also, I think it also works a little bit better for other people in different time slots. So anyways, so this is pretty much the deck here in terms of like what you can use. Like you saw, right? I don't have any other Dark Slayer killer, and because this falls on the same cycle as the New Dawn era, we can't get anything from the store either. Okay, and so what that means is if you don't already have the previous one, which, oh my gosh, which is the, sorry, wrong place. The cards I was thinking about is a very, very old deck. The Dark Creature from 2 years ago. Okay, so from 2 years ago, if you had that, it's with like a Luden, right? If you have that, then you can at least use it. Otherwise, this is going to be a difficult. It's going to be a difficult event for many people for the following reasons. Because not many of us were either around for New Dawn, or we were boycotting and not buying anything because they made it super expensive to obtain anything. So the people who have the deck, The people who have the ultimate form from a New Dawn are actually sitting pretty because they have a 6-star ultimate form. The rest of us will not have anything, and the only thing that you could possibly go with is with this particular deck, right? And so that is sort of like the state of this whole season. This whole season, if you don't have the old New Dawn, if you don't have the New Dawn deck, and if you don't have the ones from the previous events, and you don't get lucky in the vault, it's going to be a very tough season. So I do feel it for anybody who's new, because that means you won't have access to any of the old stuff. Try the Avatar Desire. I honestly don't know if I have that one. Let me think. So let me see. I don't know if I have that. So like Dark. So all of those avatars are the turn delay cards as well, but I don't have all of those avatar cards. And so let's see. Do I have it? So I have the Starcaller Commando, and it doesn't look like... Oh, I do have it. Okay, so no, actually, that's Frostheart. I don't have it. You can see here. No, that's Tychus. I don't know if I have it. Gosh. And I know I deleted it. Tychus, Avatar of Disgust. There it is. No, that's Desire. Avatar of Desire... I have it at 5 stars, but I don't have it. Okay, so I have it at 5 stars. The one I don't have is, I think, Avatar of Disgust, and the fire one. I don't have the fire one. There's 2 of them I don't have. But this one is also one that slows all enemies, so this one's good for slowing down waves. It also has 1 turn cooldown, so this one works, right? So if you wanted to play Jailers, this one actually would work well. So that's actually a pretty good idea because it has a 1 turn cooldown, and you can use it every single turn. It does have a pretty high gem cost, charge rate, 24 gems. But I think with this deck, if you wanted to go with Jailers, you can. Okay, so if you could do this, that I would actually work out. So Catherine McIntyre, thank you for that suggestion. So Alan, so after almost 3 years of playing, you quit the game at the beginning of the last event, but you still enjoy coming here to watch the videos. Well, thank you very much. So I do appreciate you guys coming here, and hopefully this video has been helpful for you. One thing I will have to say, I did announce this to my guildmates, and I don't want you guys to be concerned or alarmed about this, but right now, my plan is I'm actually not going to be playing as much. Like, I'm not going to be participating in the events as much, so I probably will not be able to earn as much gems either, and so I probably won't be pulling much moving forward. I've just gotten to the point where I'm not logging as many hours into the game. For the past 2 events now, I've probably played 1 day a week, like 1 day for the entire event, right? For the past 2 events. And so this is something that I'm considering whether I'll continue with moving forward or not. I think that at least for the next little while, I think I could still do the preview videos. Like I could still do it without getting the cards. Like, it's not important to get the cards. I could still talk about it. I could still talk about different combinations and maybe spend more time in coming up with ideas. But as far as the events go, I'm not sure that I'm interested enough to continue going. And so I wouldn't use the word retiring, Queen Mama, but it definitely is. It definitely will not be my primary game that I'll be spending most of my time on a regular basis. That's where I'm at right now. But I think that it shouldn't impact what I do on a weekly basis, interacting with you guys and talking about the cards. Just my personal opinion of the game is that it hasn't changed much for the better. And the nice thing right now is that they do have the Christmas event. Like, they have this Christmas gift, right? That's coming out, which is good. But then they introduced this way for you to accidentally click on the additional gems, which I dislike. I like the idea that you're given an option to do so, but I think that the number of people that have clicked this by mistake, right, is probably the number of people that have accidentally clicked on this. Like, I just hear so many of them, and it's just the little things. It's always the little things that I kind of feel like, they do something nice, but then they always add something that makes it less fun for us. They introduce a new skill, and they make it so that you have to get the ultra rare card in the ultimate form in order to actually use it. Like otherwise, you can't really do much. If you get the event cards every single turn, right? If you every single event, if you get if you get the event card, support card, but you don't get the ultimate form, you can't actually play the game, right? They've made the game unplayable unless you get the ultimate form, which is really sad because, you know, yes, you can still play a lower level, but you can't compete. If you really want the rewards, you can't compete. In order to compete, you have to, and it's not okay to get the Master Collection card. It's not okay to just get the Ultra Rare card. You have to get the Ultimate Form card. And so it's just, you know, I've gotten to a point where I get less excitement from playing the actual event than just looking at the cards on Tuesdays. So I do enjoy the preview time. I enjoy looking at the cards, and I enjoy seeing what's going on, and I enjoy interacting with you guys. And so I will still come out. I still will come out with videos, and there are a lot of other content creators out there also for this game, which I think are doing a great job. And I just wanted to give a shout out to them also for keeping the information alive. But my enjoyment when I started this channel was information sharing. And so I enjoyed sharing what I know, and I've enjoyed learning from all of you. And so this is something that I think I will continue to try, but I will, you will not see me you will not see my my leader. You will not see me in any leaderboards anytime soon. So that's for sure. Not that you were seeing me there before, but it's going to be a lot lower than before. Okay, so let's see. I think there was a comment about using the Lost Kingdom Guardians, and it is possible to use because you could have that, you know, because you can use it without charging it, but it's a one-time shot, right? So yes, you could also try that, but I'll take that back. I would say if you don't have any of the dark turn delay cards, using Lost Kingdom Guardian actually isn't too bad of an idea, because you can activate that skill for the turn delay and then just boost the jailer. So Oliver, I would give that a shot. That's something that you can still activate it. So you still get the 1200% boost for the arcane cards, and that's not a bad idea. So let's see. Is it Jesus? You played the game for 4 years ago, and you stopped beasting about 3 years ago, and only play light events now. Yeah, so it is, you know, different people are playing it differently, and for me, I am definitely taking a big step back. And so I will continue on. Like, I really enjoy this time I have with you guys. And also Jay-Z Wind, I think that's actually an idea I've been toying with. So let me know in the comment below what you think. I do play a lot of different games, all free to play. And some of them I actually gotten pretty far, and I think that what I want to do is I want to introduce those games for different people. Like I'm not really looking to become, like, you know, one of those main content creators for them, but I think introducing new things just to freshen things up might be interesting. And so let's see. First of all, what do I play most right now? One of the games that I play quite often is auto chess, so that is still one that I play. Interesting. I'm waiting for my VIP to run out, but I'm still getting them, so I guess I'll have to check when the VIP will run out. But I have definitely not renewed this. So I've gone back to play auto chess a lot. It is definitely one of the games that I play. I play with my son all the time because we have, you know, we can do co-op, and I still play Era of Chaos quite a bit, and I, again, you know, playing it completely free to play. There's also a new, different type of idle game that I play. It's called Idle Arena Legends, and so give it a shot. I've gone pretty far with it, but it's one of those things where I just log in for like 15 minutes or so, and yeah, so like I play a lot of variety of different games. I will look for ways to introduce it, but moving forward, I'll just keep this short. Moving forward, you should expect that I'll continue to do the Tuesday previews. Although, given that I'm probably not going to be playing the events much, I will not have the gems. I probably will not be pulling from the vault as much, but I'll just do the reviews, and we will see how things go. But let me know what you think. Also, if there's anything, any recommendations, anything you'd like to see more of from me, you know, happy to do so. So anyways, that's going to be it for me. Don't think this deck is quite as fun as they make it out to be. Not one that I'm super excited to use. And we'll see. Hopefully this event will be fun for those of you who are playing. And the Reaper just asked the question: am I buying the PS5 or the new Xbox? I'm actually buying neither. I don't have the time to play more consoles. I have a Switch that I spend time with my son on, and that's pretty much it. I have the old Xbox, and that is that's what I go with. So I will wait, until the hype goes down anyway. So if when the prices go down, I might consider going for it. But for now, I'm not really much of a console player as much as I used to be. So anyways, I want to say thank you everybody for all of your support. I started with just a couple of viewers, and I was able to grow to the point where I have people that are actually joining me every Tuesday for the stream. Super appreciate it. And thank you so much for all of your effort. For all of your support and recognition for the effort. And so I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you next Tuesday. We will do another preview, and let me know in the comment below again what you like to see more of,